Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. This time we're taking a look at the 1973 Lancia Stratos. We had the crazy Rally Mini last time, so I figured we'd add another rally car to the list. This is the Lancia Stratos, the one that won 4 World Championships on the bounce, I believe, because, well, it was powered by Ferrari V6 and it was very tiny. In terms of this track, I don't think that's going to help it particularly much because it is mid-engine rear drive, but we will have a look. In terms of statistics, it is very impressive. 360 horsepower, 873 kilos. So, should be interesting. It also comes in the fantastic Alitalia livery that you see here. Unfortunately, it's a company that doesn't exist anymore. So that's a shame, but either way, it looks absolutely fantastic. I think for me, Stratoses that aren't in rally livery just kind of look a bit weird and out of proportion. In a rally livery though, they look proper. Anyways, it is going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in order to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Ford GT90, a 28.190. The Stratos unlikely to beat that. Where's the Stratos going to end up? I don't really know. The power on this is exceptional, but as we saw last couple of times out with the MR Spider, mid-engine cars, well, Lotus Elise as well, actually, thinking about it. Mid-engine cars in this course don't really seem to get along all that well, so it'd be interesting to see how this does. Let's say it beats the Mini, 31.463. I think that would be a good aim for this car. The Mini is a little bit older than this is, so it should be able to beat a car like the Mini should. It feels a lot nicer to drive than that Mini does, to be fair. Even though it's mid-engined and the power is a little bit overpowering for it. 30.982, okay. We are trending the right way up the leaderboard, as it seems. Yeah, I don't know, that wasn't an amazing lap either. I think that makes it quicker than the Honda NSX that we've had go round. That was a 4-speed auto NSX, I should remind you, but still, not bad. It definitely can go quicker. It's, I don't know how to describe this. It's not, like, terrible to drive or anything. It is a little bit unruly, especially on the grass, which is surprising considering it's supposed to be a rally car. That it's a little bit unruly on the dirt stuff, but yeah, hopefully it can get above a 30.9 because the 30.9 part of this leaderboard is very crowded, and it'll be beaten by some very strange vehicles if it stays there. Come on, Stratos. Ah. Gonna have to bleep that. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. So it's going to be a final do or die lap for the Stratos. It's just difficult to drive this. It's weird because it drives nicer than that Mini does, but it's more tricky, if that makes sense. Like, obviously, because it's mid-engine rear drive, there's a lot of power. It's very lightweight. It's actually quite hard to keep in control of it. And once you overstep the mark on it, it's very hard to keep it in check. So, that's something I do not enjoy about the Stratos. Try and keep it nicely composed. Over here. Come on, Stratos. There we go, that was good. 30.538. Alright, I got my lap out of it. The final do or die lap wasn't bad. That was tricky. That's a really... It's quick. It is really quick. It's just that is such a difficult car to try and keep under control, that. Like I say, it's not bad, and then you start pushing it and you realise it doesn't want to... It doesn't want to be pushed. It doesn't like you pushing it. It'd rather you just sort of treat it with the respect it deserves. So, Either way, that final lap did come together. I'm sure it could go quicker, but I'm not the guy who can take it any quicker than that. But we'll take it. A 30.538 will put it into 46th place, which is pretty good. It's quicker than the Lotus Esprit. It's slightly slower than the Renault Clio Sport V6, which I think is sort of quite similar to this, really. It's actually not that far off the four-wheel drive modern rally cars, which is something. But then again, considering the power-to-weight ratio, you'd hope it'd be up there. There's not a lot comparable to this. Roof CR4, it's quicker than that, and that was sort of another hard-to-handle car with an unorthodox layout. Yeah, that's it. I'm happy that's over. Let's put it that way. I'm happy that's over. I'm happy we got the lap out of it, because I was a bit worried we wouldn't get a decent lap out of that, but a tricky car to drive. Very, very tricky car to drive, that. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching, and join me next time when we'll be driving something completely different. Until then, farewell.